If you ever lost the game and thought, what just happened? You're not alone. The truth is, understanding what kind of deck you're playing against is just as important as knowing how to pilot your own deck. Today, we're cracking open one of the most important but most overlooked concepts in Star Wars Unlimited, the 3 deck archetypes, Aggro, Midrange, and Control, and how to understand them. Think of it like this. Every deck has a personality. Some sprint, some outmaneuver, and some just sit back and wait to hit you with a giant spaceship. And if you watch our previous breakdowns of Aggro Von Reg, Control Piet, and Midrange Cad Bane, this is the glue that brings them all together. Now, let's break down Aggro, Midrange, and Control a little bit further. Aggro decks are like sprinters. They hit fast, they hit hard, and they're trying to end the game before you even had your morning coffee. Think Sabine ECL, Von Reg, Kaz, Kylo Ren, Quinlan Voss. Midrange decks are your versatile all-stars. They don't rush, they don't stall, they just make the best play every turn. Decks like Cad Bane, Vader Datavault feel like a Swiss Army knife, adaptable and dangerous. Now, control decks, well, they're playing the long game. These are your patient masterminds. They stall, stabilize, and then win with a big swing. Think of Iden, Emperor Palpatine, and Qi'Ra Datavault, which is a soft control, or any blue deck. Each archetype plays totally different, and learning to recognize them changes everything. Now, here's a cheat sheet of current leaders in each archetype. Save this part or screenshot if you need to. For Aggro, we have Sabine ECL. It actually took down the Richmond sector qualifier. I can tell you this, ECL and Timely Intervention were the MVPs in this deck. Kylo Tarkentown. This is actually one of my personal favorite aggro decks, and it recently finished 21 out of 600 at the Richmond sector qualifier. Quinlan Tarkentown. With Jango Ban, this deck became even more powerful, and it recently finished 2nd place at the sector qualifier in Richmond. It's such a good deck. For mid-range, we have Cad Bane Tarkentown. Again, one of my personal favorite decks. I just recently spotlighted this deck, and guess what? This deck finished 7th at Richmond sector qualifier. Han Solo Green. Han has been very strong since the last set, and with the Jango ban, he's even stronger. This deck finished 3rd at the Richmond sector qualifier. Anakin Colossus. You might think this is a control deck, but it's closer to mid-range. Colossus allows you to take more base damage and deploy a stronger Anakin. This deck finished 4th at the Richmond sector qualifier. Let's not forget OG Vader Datavault. I was so shocked and happy to see this deck finish so high. Finished ranked 28 out of 600 at Richmond. Control. Qi'Ra Datavault. This is a soft control / mid-range. It recently finished 6th place at the Richmond sector qualifier. Boss Blue has always been a very strong control deck, and this recently finished 31 in Richmond. Now, you need to adjust your strategy, so here's the thing you got to remember. Facing aggro, you're in survivor mode. Mulligan for cheap units and removal. You're trying to make it to turn 5 without your best looking like a destroyed Death Star. Facing control? Don't wait around. Push early damage before they stabilize and roll out the big guns. And whatever you do, don't overcommit your board into a board wipe. You will lose the game. Facing mid-range, you have to play smart and you have to play tight. They pivot fast, so you got to look for value trades and card advantage to stay ahead. If you're thinking, how do I know which one I'm facing? Don't worry, that's why I'm doing this breakdown for you. And honestly, sometimes we all guess it wrong, so it happens. That's why you play best of 3 in this game, so you can adjust. Next time you're staring down Sabine or Cad Bane, you won't just see a leader, you'll see the game plan hiding behind them. Understanding that game plan allows you to pivot your leader's game plan and your deck's actions. Drop a comment. Which leader do you struggle with the most? I want to know what's tripping you up so we can fix it together. And by the way, this video came from a comment by Jarrett. So if you got a topic or question, leave it below. You might see your name pop up next time. And don't miss the next video. We're diving into how to understand the meta without getting overwhelmed. It's like reading the game's weather forecast. This will make you a better player. Thank you for your time. May the Force be with you. Peace.